Seattle, Washington. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47. They run over center with Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. First down, here's Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Stafford going to change it up here. They'll run with Mitchell, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Once more with Mitchell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Howe will throw it. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howe. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Seahawks at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Pushing his way through, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
We got 4. We got 4. He's crashing. Hey, check that.
They run again with Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9.
Go. 33. We own them. We own them. Check 43.
Howe from the gun. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Howell out of the shotgun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
We got this. Ready? Red 80. And middle. Mike 13. He's coming. Check in. Yeah. Mike 13.
Now a first down throw. Stafford steps away to his left. That's to the second-year man, Puka Nacua. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw on second down is Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One last shot before the break. Howell. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Walker once more. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop the tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Stafford on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 10, Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In motion right, Watkins. Another throw for Howell. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 9 yards that time.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. That one good for 37 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're